Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video you are going to learn how to create illustrated character inside Blend. So for this you are going to model the character, and for another part you are going to learn how to create the animation. So here you are going to begin, click delete or anything from the scene. Now I'm going to start with a basic cube. So shift plus A and go to mesh and add cube. Now you see on your top left here is you have object mode, edit and sculpt mode. So here I'm going to edit mode. Now in edit mode, make sure you are in vertex. Make sure all your vertices have been selected and press M, then merge at center. Now we see we have single vertex here. Press 1 and it will bring it to front view, the numpad 1. Every key I'll press, it will be available here. Go to the modify properties and add modifier. So I'm going to add skin modifier. So you go to the generate and add skin modifier. Now you see our key has back again, but we are going to add subdivision surface modifier to it. We get this one here. So what I'm going to do now is let's go to X-ray mode. So click on here, or you can use Alt plus Z for shortcut to access it. With the single vertex selected, you can press E to extrude it on Z axis. When you press Z and move your mouse on Z axis, see it will extrude it on Z axis. Press E again and let's extrude it on the Z axis again. Now what I'm going to do is we are going to create a basic human shape here. I'm going to add mirror modifier. You see when I press E and extrude here, I'm going to extrude this one on X axis. You see I have to mirror on right side to the left side so that what happened in our right will happen in our left side. So I'm going to add mirror modifier. So put the mirror modifier on top of our skin. So we have something like this. After this, I'm going to add I'm going to add vertex in between here. So we select this one and this vertex and W. Now add subdivision. So you see that we have another vertex inside in between these two vertices. I'm going to select all this one and Ctrl plus A. Now we can scale it out. You can scale it down like this. Let's select the down one and move it on Z axis. E and let's extrude it. So here I'm going to create the neck. So Ctrl plus A and let's scale the neck down. So you see here we have our basic human shape here. I'm going to create the leg. So for the leg, press E and let's extrude it down. E again and let's extrude J, and let's grab this one on X axis like this, and you see we have something like this. E and let's extrude it one, move this one on X, select these two vertices and Ctrl plus E and let's scale it down. You can use B to do box select. Here I want to bring this top. The character is not long, so I want to make it stylized. So I'll bring this one on Z axis. So here I'm going to create a hand. Let me put this one. So press E and let's extrude this one on X axis again. Now go back to your modify property and click on, so here make sure you're on skin, here the skin, and click on mark loose. So here this one will lose part from. So what I'm going to do is press 7 and go to top orthographic. Now E to extrude. So here you are going to create 5 fingers and extrude. So you are going to create 5 fingers for now. So this is number 4 and this is our thing. You can use B to box select all the fingers and Ctrl plus A. Now we can use here, and this is going to be our palm. Now select the individual. Now you can scale it to create the fingers. So nice. This is where we have getting now. Now let's create the leg. I'm going to add lookout in between this one. So you select this vertex and this vertex and Ctrl W and add subdivision here. So I'm going to select all these two here and Ctrl plus A and scale them down. I'm going to bring this one on Z as a small, so that part is going to be the bending part. When you read there, that part is going to bend. And here to press 3 and bring it to right, and let's move this one on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply the mirror, skin, and the subdivision modifier. So go to the here and click on apply. Or let's go back to object mode before we can apply this modifier. So we click on this down arrow and apply the modifier. Now Alt plus Z and let's move from the S-ray, or here can access it from here. Now we can go back to edit mode. Now what you are going to do is you are going to use proportion editing to make this one look more human shape. So let's see how we can mirror this side to be here. As you can see, we have nice shape, so we can add mirror. So first go to edit preference and make sure you have this add-on enabled. Search for mirror. So this is the we are going to use. It's pre-built, it's inside the blender already. So what you have to do is enable it. Now go to your sidebar, edit. You have that mirror, auto mirror here. So then click on auto mirror. Now go back to edit mode. You see you have this mirror here. Press 3 to go to side, right view, and going to shape. So I'm going to use proportional editing. So use your mouse scroll here to increase or decrease the radius, and let's line it. Yes, so I'm I'm going to add subdivision modifier to it. You can access it by Ctrl+A, Ctrl+1, and we see it will add subdivision, or you can go to the modifier and add subdivision surface to it. So now we have our basic human shape here. Go to modifier and set shade to smooth. Nice. So now let's create the head. For the head, Ctrl+A and add cube. Then for the cube, go to modify property and add subdivision modifier. Now let's bring it up here and let's scale it down. I'm going to increase the viewer power level to 2 and apply the subdivision. So now press 3 to go to right view, edit. So here I'm going to use the auto mirror, so just click on it and it's mirror to the side. I'm going to edges the vertex and select here and use the proportional editing. So you can use the mouse scroll to increase the radius here. So now let's add another subdivision modifier to it. Set shade smooth. So now we have something like this. Now let's go and create the ears and the nose and other things. So I'm going to create the nose first. So I'm going to start with cube, G, Y, and grab it on Y axis, edit mode, and I'm going to select here and G, Y. So back to object mode, Ctrl+2 to add look at here. Now we can set shade to smooth. So now let's create the ears. Ctrl+2 to add subdivision. Place it here. Let's scale it. Rotate it on. So let's mirror this one to our left side. Go to modify and add mirror. For the edit tool, you can use or the edit tool to create a mirror. So just mirror it and use the head as a source target. For the mouth, I'm going to use circle. So just select this. Let's use the nose and feather to the selected and add circle. Take it on X 90 degrees and scale it. Tab to go to edit mode and select this. Let's make mouth shape, and let's go to the data and geometry and increase the depth here. You can increase the resolution here, and here too you can increase it. Let's create the eyes. So the eyes I'm going to use Q, Ctrl plus 2, then let's scale it, S. Mirror it and use this as a source target. So now let's back to the hair. Now we're going to create the hair. So for the hair, I'm going to start with cube and put it here. Control plus 2 to add subdivision. Face. Press 1 to go to the side view. Control plus click to let's design the hair for now. So shift D and duplicate. I'm going to duplicate this hair around here, and I'm going to set my pivot to the 3D color so I can rotate it from that pivot. So now I'm done with the hair. Let's go and create the the shirt. So for the shirt, I just use this. So you go to X-ray mode and make sure you're on face C. You can use C to select the part you want to create the crop. After you're done with your selection, just click on Shift D to duplicate and paste P to select. So now we have this as our separate object from the actual mesh. So go to the modifier and add solidify modifier, and make sure the solidify modifier on top of the mirror modifier. Now let's increase the, so it had to be on top of this one. Yes. So now we can decrease the thickness, so it has to be like this. Yes. Right now you can go to edit mode and you can align the shirt very well. So use G and let's design the shirt. So this one is nice. Now let's go and make the pant. So select your body mesh and go to edit mode. Now X-ray Alt plus Z to go to the X-ray mode, and use B to select from here. Go to make sure you're on face mode, or you can use C to select from here. We're going to create short pant, so maybe from here to here is okay. Shift D to duplicate the select, and P to separate by selected. Now add solidify modifier and put on top of the subdivision. Now create the thickness. Let's unhide our shirt, so we have to make sure the pant is inside the shirt. So we have something like this. If you try to increase it more, you see it will overlap with the shirt. So you can increase the shirt one, then this one. So now let's create the sneakers. So I'm going to use cube and let's place it on the leg. Go to X-ray and edit mode. Let's scale this one Y axis. So we have to place it roughly to align with the leg for now. So now let's add loop cut here and go to face. Need to extrude it up. Now we come back to object mode and add the loop cut and subdivision modifier. Go back to edit mode and now let's align it. Select this and extrude it again on Z axis and S and delete face. You can go to edges, Alt plus click to select the connected vertex. Select here and let's scale it. Now Ctrl plus R to add loop cut at here. So we'll select it to circle. Now back here. Let's scale it down. let's add another loop cut here. Let's set smooth, shade to smooth, and got something like this. Let's design it. Let's see. So let's add solidify, modify to it, to give it depth. Nice. Now let's give it mirror, and let's use a character as our source object. Nice. So congratulations. Now for the materials, you're going to give it sample material. Let's go to material preview, shading, and for the colors, let's give them sample colors. You can select the body and this one, Ctrl plus L, and then let's link materials, so the body will have the same materials. And for the hair too, I'm going to apply all the modifier. Now you can join the hair together, so Ctrl plus J to join them together. So right now we can give them all same materials. I'm going to give them black and do the specular, the roughness, something like this. For this I'm going to give 6. So let's name this as hair. The eyes too will have the same material. The ears. And then add the eyebrows. I forget to add the eyebrows. So for the eyebrows, we can shift the eyes and let's rotate. I go to edit mode and take this one 90 degrees. Still put it here. let's add the HDR to the background, or you can use lighting. You can keep using this one. Sorry if you don't have the MecaFace. So here I'm going to delete all the faces and the mouth, and I'm going to use MecaFace to. So you just select the head, then go to the MecaFace and add face to select it. Now we can rotate this 90 on our x-axis 90 degrees. Scale it. So now we have something like this. This add-on is very cool. If you want to create isometric characters, this is going to save a lot of time. You can go to the colors, eyebrows, you can change the eyebrows color from here. These girls, you can add lips and eyelashes. And go to the extra, you can change the lips color from here. Go to the mouth and you change the mouth. You see here the mouth, the base. Let's give it. So nice. You got something like this. Then you go to your set browser. Set browser. You see, go to the current. You will have these faces here. The shape keys here. You can go to select this and go to pose. Now you select everything. You can add facial expressions. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how I created this material. So I'm going to use this cube as reference. So I'm going to add new material to the cube. Now I'm going to add color ramp. So color ramp, and connect the color to the base here. Now change it from linear, no, from RGB to HSV, and you're going to use far. Change it from linear to far. Now we can add colors to here. Can give it a new color. So now I have something like this. So what I'm going to do is map range. I'm going to use map range and connect the results to the fact. So for here I'm going to change it from linear to step linear, and I'm going to leave the default settings for now, and I'm going to add color ramp again. So for the color ramp, I'm connect the color to the value here. Now I'm going to use wave texture. So wave texture, and connect the color to the fact. So here I'm going to change from X to diagonal, and I'm going to set this one to 0 and this one to 0, 0, and let's increase this one to maybe like this. Now I'm going to add texture again. I'm going to add maybe 09. No, okay. Let me use magic texture and connect the color to the vector. Now change the depth. Let's set the depth to 1. Okay, and here I'm going to add mapping. Connect the color to the vector. Now do coordinate and connect the generate to the vector. So right now you get something like this. You can scale it from here. Distortion, can control the distortion. So from here, and you see you get something like that. Can use here to do some changes from here. Can use the scale to scale them up. So you see we get some cool texture material like this here. Can come here and change the colors. If you want to change the colors here, you can change it from here. See, so this is how I created this material. If you have written material from Decky 3D, this material, this is where I learned that material from. So you can purchase that materials. There's a lot of materials in there you can use. So now I have this nice material here. You have a lot of collection